What's up, good people, and welcome back to my channel where we bond over celebrity news, trending topics, and everything in between that we care about. So, in recent days, it has been reported that Wendy Williams has faced yet another health crisis. She was admitted to the hospital last weekend, but was released briefly and then went back a day later before the troubled ex talk show host canceled a major speaking engagement at the Atlanta Women's Expo. Well, now her publicist has spoken out to set the record straight. And before we get into it, make sure to hit that subscribe button below and like this video to help us grow. As of the morning of Saturday, May 20th, Wendy Williams' publicist Sean Zanotti stated that she is not hospitalized despite a report claiming that she checked into a medical facility in New York twice in the past 2 weeks. He was quoted as saying, "I can confirm that Wendy Williams is not in the hospital, and I can also confirm that she is not in New York as reported." A second source said that her family is aware that she's been hospitalized, but they don't have all the details about what happened as of yet, and clarified that Wendy was not in rehab. And the first source added, and I quote, "At one point, they did not think that she was going to come out on the other side okay or at all." Wendy's rep and the Atlanta Women's Expo wrote in a joint statement, "We regretfully have to inform you that Wendy Williams would not be appearing at the Ultimate Women's Expo in Atlanta on May 20th of 2023. It was with great consideration that we felt it was best for Wendy to join the Ultimate Women's Expo at a later date. We look forward to releasing those details when they are confirmed." The statement also thanks Wendy Williams' replacement keynote speaker, Grammy Award-winning R&B artist Monica, for taking the former talk show host's place on the roster. A reason for the cancellation was not given. However, a rep for the expo previously said there would be a video of Williams apologizing played at the event on Saturday. The Wendy Williams Experience author was reportedly set to receive $25,000 for the 2-day engagement prior to dropping out. And one source was quoted as saying, "The fact that she was able to record something to apologize for canceling her appearance at the expo is a good sign that she is now on the mend." And one source said that her team had been going back and forth about the former daytime TV host's health and if she would be able to take the stage in recent weeks. They were quoted as saying, "There have been questions about if Wendy was well enough to do it, and there was also pushing by some to get her to Atlanta and to put her on the stage no matter what." And the source went on to say, quote, "Wendy's ability to perform has been rocky at best. She can put together a sentence one day, but not the next. And there have been serious questions recently about if she will ever get better." Wendy Williams' appearance has also been stripped from the expo's website, with the exception of a photo still featured in the event's lineup of speakers. And the consensus is that her new team seems to be pushing Wendy to keep working on projects when it is clear that she is not healthy enough to do these sort of things. And Wendy Williams' brother Tommy has not been shy about sharing his feelings on all of this either. And before we look at this clip, do me a favor and like this video and subscribe for more on this story and many more.
And that's why I came on too, because I'm like, look, I'm gonna just get back to doing the thing. She's like, "Why did you stop?" Life, that's why I couldn't, and then trying to figure out what was going on with her and all this other stuff and not feeling comfortable coming out in front of everybody and, what kind of questions, what are my responses gonna be? I'm not trying to dog anybody out. I'm just trying to just be, just please leave me alone. Hey, did you all see my interview with the Sun? Yeah, I did that. I got on there and told him, couldn't wait for Wendy to come down here. Couldn't wait. Man, Wendy's coming down. What? Hold the press, stop everything. What kind of days do I need to take and map out and block out because she's coming in? Great. Man, when that doggone camera crew showed up and all those people, I wanted to pull out my doggone boxing gloves. I'll tell you, I was so upset and disappointed. And they were so fake. You know what I'm saying? And the questions. What? Flagrant foul. Throw the towel on the field. Get him out of there. That's it. What are they doing here? That's what I was thinking. But, you want to be cool. That's part of my new let it go. Chill. Hey, it's going to be all right. Just act like they're not here. Meanwhile, they're right in your face. He's eating. He's now going to say something to Wendy. Zero in, get in on him. He's going to say something. It's like, are you serious? Oh. So you saw the pictures? Who wants to say anything when you got 10 cameras in your face? Everybody's looking like this on the boat. Okay. So, Hollywood can be a beast. I guess, yeah, you're right. I should know all this stuff by now, but you know what? I would still hold on hope, folks. That's wrong. That's what's wrong with me. I am your modern day sucker. I always hold on to faith. There's nothing wrong with that.
And in addition to Tommy sharing his true thoughts and feelings on his own YouTube channel, Wendy's brother recently told the U.S. Sun about his concerns in regards to his famous sister's well-being after seeing her in Florida in April while she was filming her upcoming documentary. Wendy's younger brother said that his elderly father filmed with the former daytime talk show host, who's 58, over the course of several days in April. He said, and I quote, "This is not a woman who is in her right frame of mind to get a show going." He also said he wondered why the film crew was even there, and went on to say, "Why are you even here? Do you see the condition she's in? Does it look like she's ready to start a podcast, for goodness sake? Does it? And we are all going to bear witness to this." And he went on to say, "This guy Will is ponying Wendy around, traveling here, traveling there. Let's go make this money. I don't care if you're making sense because everybody knows who you are," he said. And the shock value is going to be where she was and where she is now. He then went on to say, "Is this going to be the show? Is that it? Is that what my dad has to look forward to watching? To shove our face in the effing manure?" Tommy then went on to say that the crew has a lot of footage on the reality series. He then went on to say, whatever they do with it, they're gonna do. It's gonna be sad. He then added that while he is frustrated at the production, he isn't mad at his sister for any of it. He was quoted as saying, "I can't blame Wendy for anything. I want her to get better. She is not better. So I can't be mad at her for any of this." Tommy also expressed his concerns over how the production could impact Wendy in the future, and went on to say, "So it comes out, and what happens if Wendy is doing much, much better, right? Who wants these kind of memories? Who wants this? Why couldn't she just get better all the way and then do something? All this time, people have been kicking her around. She can't be contemplating ish because she can't think it through. So other people are thinking things through for her. And all this time, she could have been down here recovering," Tommy said woefully. And Tommy was very frustrated and went on to call Wendy's current condition sad and added that she's in poor health.
By yourself. Next one's a solo mission, Wendy. If I have to come up there and get you myself, it's a solo mission.
And in a response to a request for comment in regards to what Tommy had said, Wendy's manager Will Shelby said, and I quote, "Tommy didn't say a word to me about any frustration, so that doesn't sound true." And Wendy's brother Tommy claimed that Wendy's manager Will did not introduce himself or speak to him or their father while they filmed, which to me says that Will Shelby is allegedly just on the come up. He's using Wendy, I think we can say at this point for sure. And people were saying that even before yet another example like this. But additionally, unfortunately, it is being reported that Wendy has also not spoken to her son, Kevin Jr., in almost a year. And the last time we covered Kevin Jr. was when the conservator cut him off because he was no longer in school, which also caused him to not be able to afford his rent for the luxury apartment that he had signed his mother's name on the lease, claiming that she had given him permission to do so because she was planning to purchase it for him. But we know that he was evicted from that luxury apartment, and it is now being said that they are no longer in communication. And it's unfortunate because I do not think that Wendy, personally, my opinion, I do not think that if Wendy was in her right mind, she would have her son be out there bad and not be supporting him on some level. Not saying that she would have co-signed or been okay with the luxury apartment. However, I do believe that Wendy would be taking care of her son financially on some level, even at the very least with his basic needs. So it has just become an all-around sad situation for all involved, which pretty much started to take sail in 2018 when Wendy announced that she had been diagnosed with Graves' disease a decade prior, but her symptoms had started to take a turn for the worse. 2 years later, Wendy was forced to go on hiatus from her Wendy Williams show as she had reportedly been experiencing serious fatigue at the time. And aside from her autoimmune disorder, Wendy had struggled with substance abuse issues and was most recently in rehab in September of 2022. Sources said at the time that friends believed the beloved TV personality was in her last days due to her worsening alcohol addiction. However, Wendy left the rehab 2 months later and told the media via her rep that she was better than ever. However, in March, Wendy was spotted drinking again at a New York City bar. Her rep then said at the time that Wendy Williams was simply happy and wanted to celebrate, as she had a new lease on life. So nevertheless, I'm personally sending thoughts and prayers and healing light to Wendy Williams and hoping this all turns around. And I'm also requesting that you like this video and subscribe for more on this story and more. So until next time, until I upload the next video, make sure to take care and be blessed. Peace.
She'll be back. That Wendy Williams, she'll be back. And we'll be here. And we'll leave the tarmac out for her so she can have a nice 10-point landing.